Hey,
What is up,
the
everybody?
fuck is up, world?
What's up,
What
world?
up, yo?
Firesquad podcast. And today
Yeah.
we got a lit episode. What is up, everybody? Today we got the Fire Squad podcast. To the left of me, we got co-host
Samuel Cortez, what's
Samuel
up?
Cortez. We got JC right here to your right. And today we got a very special guest. You want to introduce yourself, my friend?
Yeah, this is Vex motherfucking Child in
Hey.
this bitch.
Let's go,
Bringing
man.
the fire to
Straight
the
out with that energy.
fucking Fire
man.
Squad
That's what we
podcast. Let's
need,
fucking
bro.
go.
Appreciate the love and support, man. I love you, man. Dope. Well, we got a special podcast for y'all today. We're just gonna tune in, quarantine podcast, Zoom style. So let's get right to it.
Okay.
And
For sure.
right off the bat, how are you guys doing on this beautiful Tuesday, man? The weather has been lovely recently. I am. This summer is. I hope it's a good summer. Not too hot, not too cold.
Definitely not,
Yeah.
but
No.
it's gonna be
It's
hot,
fucking-
bro.
I don't know. It's nice
It's
right now.
fucked up right now because it's been hot for a couple days.
Yeah,
And
dude.
then I'm wearing shorts and fucking swimming and all that shit. And then out of nowhere, this fucking cold front comes in and it just
Yeah,
fucks all
dude.
that up.
Dude,
Today was
Now
weird.
I'm depressed.
bro,
Like,
today, oh my god, we were working outside because we're like fixing some like storage units and shit behind my house. Dude, today
Uh-huh.
I swear to you, once we went inside for like I don't know to get some water or something. Oh my god, a car crash almost happened. But
Oh shit.
yeah, I know it's just like I just heard a beep and I saw it, and then damn, what the hell was that? And I saw my car. I saw that my car was back there. I saw it shaking, and I was like, "What the hell's going on?" And then I see hella dust just pour out of nowhere, and I
No
was like,
way.
"What is this?" What?
Damn.
And then my dog was outside around that area. I was like, "Oh my god, he's probably like in a tornado or something." I was tripping, but it was just a big dust
Yeah.
storm. So I don't know, man.
That's
Vegas weather be
crazy.
tripping, but right now it looks very nice outside.
Yeah, and these last couple of days too, when it was hot, my neighbor he moved out and shit, so I was helping him move a bunch of shit.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So I was like, man, it's so fucking hot moving all this shit, right? And then the days I'm not doing shit and I'm inside resting from that, it's fucking like beautiful outside.
Yeah.
Like, damn, why couldn't I move on these fucking days?
Damn, I know, man. It's
Bro.
just it's very inconsistent the weather, but it's all good. We here, man. So,
Yeah, we
Vexchild,
made it, baby.
you are
Let's
a
go.
local Vegas artist. You want to tell a little bit
Yeah.
about, what is it that you do and how you come to the process of making your music? Or what
Fuck,
type,
well, I mean, for
No, go ahead, go
for
ahead.
fucking for starters, sorry if I cuss.
No, you're
Am I allowed
good,
to
bro.
cuss?
Go
Nah, you're
ahead.
good, bro.
Okay.
Yeah.
No filter.
All right. So for starters, I'm a local Vegas artist because I live here, but I wasn't born here. Like,
Oh,
I
shoot.
grew up in California and LA and shit.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I moved out to Las Vegas when I was like 13.
Oh, okay, okay.
So pretty much just high school till now, I've been living here.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I started making music, like really making music when I was 17, 18.
Oh,
I'm
shoot.
20 now.
Uh-huh.
And like, I've always been writing music forever. Like, I went not forever, but like I always been writing. You feel me?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like when you were a kid in school, like everybody, for some reason they would just wanted kids to know how to write shit. So
Yeah.
I had always been writing.
Yeah, a lot of
And it's
people will
like I
write.
hated it. I hate it now. I don't write at all now.
You just freestyle off the
Like
dome?
I mean, I don't just freestyle, but like I have a process. Like I go in the studio,
Mm.
I'll listen to the beat, I'll fucking smoke, I'll kick it with whoever I'm with. Usually I'm with Almighty Kiko
Shout out
or
Kiko.
Lil Swoosh
Shout
or
out
Lil
Lil
Bray
Swoosh.
Shoddy or any of them. Those are my
Mhm.
brothers. Shout out fucking Lil Drip Flex, 30s. That's my homie. RX shit. That's my brother
Hey.
too. He's in LA and shit. He be tapped in, but like out here, when I get to the studio, it's like work mode.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
all these artists I have in the studio with me, I consider like competition. As much as
Mm.
I love their music and I love them as a person and an artist and I appreciate everything they're doing, I'm still trying to like outdo everybody.
Yeah.
I'm still trying to outdo Las Vegas because there's a lot of talent in the city that's like really low key
Yeah, there is.
and
Super
there's a
hidden.
lot of there's a lot of sounds that are fucking being created and mastered right now, and in a year, 2 years, maybe even three, there's gonna be a huge ass like renaissance here, and it's gonna be
Yeah, for
Bro,
beautiful,
sure.
you
that's what we
know.
got to
And I just
do,
want to
man.
be at the top of that. I want to be at the top,
There you
like
go. That's what we got to
so.
And
do, man.
That's my
it's crazy how we're all like the same age, bro. I'm 20, JC's 21, and like all these people we've been interviewing, bro, are around our same age.
Yeah, dude.
And like
yeah.
it's like just how everybody just had that one vision like at the same exact time, which is
Exactly.
so crazy.
I know, cause
I think I think part of it has to do with like just the opportunity that's
Yeah,
out here that nobody's taking advantage of because of where it's at,
mhm.
you know.
exactly.
Yeah, that no, that's
So
definitely a
it's
big
really just
part.
we gotta brand ourselves as one of those cities like Los Angeles, like New York, like
Preach,
Chicago,
preach,
like
preach.
Atlanta, like Texas, Houston, you know,
Yep.
Yes.
all that shit. We could do that. Like there's more than enough talent, there's more than enough people here that want the city to win, you know. If we all just start working together and fucking, you know, really trying to brand Las Vegas, really trying to brand that,
Mm-hmm.
if we really, I feel like we could turn this whole shit around, you
Yeah,
know.
and
Bro.
that's the big thing, bro. You said it right there, working together. Like I yesterday or last podcast I was gonna say, but like I say that in every podcast, dude. There's Vegas is just full of people that don't like each other, and
Yeah.
um,
It's just
it's
an ego thing, bro. It's an ego thing.
exactly
And you know,
that's
I
what.
have a huge ego too. Like I have a ginormous ego, you know. I think I'm the shit. You know, I'm very arrogant
Mhm,
when it comes to a lot of shit, but like I'm also sensible, you
mhm,
know? And I see it as like if everybody in the city, like, okay, look, let's say I blow up, right? I'm a
mhm,
huge artist. I'm like Baby Keem basically, or I'm
mhm.
bigger than that, you know? I'm a huge artist.
Mm-hmm.
Me being from Vegas is not gonna help me or help anybody in the city. Like it's not gonna do nothing because I'm not putting on for Vegas.
Exactly.
I'm not
Not
writing for it.
repping
I'm
it.
not
Yeah.
telling people like, hey, there's artists that I fuck with that are from here. There's a whole scene here.
Yep.
There's shows that have artists and there's 20 people in the crowd and they're going crazy, you know? There's a whole scene that nobody knows about because it's not to like where people want the standard or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
I feel like we just gotta work on building that scene, building that trust with the audience, you know, finding that
Yeah.
audience, you know, because
And
it's out
Definitely.
there. And it's fucked up because of where we are too. It's like Texas, LA, fucking even like Atlanta, you know, those are all places that are relatively close to Vegas. And
mhm.
people talk about Vegas a lot, you know, but they never say anything about the the locals, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's like non existent.
That's true, man.
But a part of
Cause
Exactly.
that,
that's like I feel for the most part, all the artists that we do podcasts with, they understand that like Vegas is not where it should be yet. And then it's how Sam mentioned it. That's like the motive for all of everybody low key. That's the whole
Mhm.
like objective here because we do got to put Vegas on the map. And I mean, it's just a culture shock. Like yesterday, we had a podcast with Little Moda, another
uh
local.
shout out him, shout out
Shout,
Lil Moda.
shout out Little Moda. And then he was saying how like how you were saying everybody we got to work together and at least create this platform for Vegas first, and it's growing
Yeah.
fast. So we just
Because
got
at
to be
least, you
there.
know,
It's a
at least if
road.
we have a platform
Uh huh.
that's popping, you know, that has an audience and shit, that has an audience and shit, it's like me being an artist at the level that I'm at, it's like there's actually, you know, it's doable for somebody like me, you know,
Yeah.
to
Mhm.
go where I'm at right now and I see an artist like Kiko or Lil Bray Shotty or Lil Swoosh or Big Mo or any of those artists, you know, they're doing their thing. They have a thing. They have an audience. There's like a pedestal to stand on, you know, that I
Uh
can
huh.
Yeah.
see visually. I could see people from my city winning and they're putting on for like the city, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That motivation, seeing that could inspire so many people, so many children, you know, who don't know how to start what we're doing already, you know,
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And then
because that's initially what got me into the music was seeing like people my in my situation with nothing, like
uh
no money, no shit, you know, just the belief that I could do something with this music shit. I could do something with my art, you know, and create a
and then
movement. So
it's the crazy part. That's all you need, bro. You believe in you. That's all you need. You put the
for real,
work
for real.
you put the work ethic with it. you 100% like genuinely believe like I'm gonna get to the top, you get to the top. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, and work hard,
And work
bro. Because
hard,
people
man.
forget that.
Always
People would
work
think it
hard.
just because they want it enough that they
Hmm.
deserve it. Like that's deserving. It's
Yep.
like no, bro, you got to put in that work.
Yep.
Like you have to grind. You have to be at those shows that you don't want to go to. You
Hmm.
have to work with those artists you don't think you could work with. You know, you have to
Hmm.
face your fears. You have to grow. You know,
You do gotta
Yeah.
because
face
that's
your
the only
fears.
thing. Because that's like you said in the beginning, like the journey. You know,
The
it's about the
journey.
journey. And
The
when you get
journey.
to a nice little checkpoint in your life where you can look back and see your growth, you know, you'll be happy with at the decisions you made. You
Yep.
know, in the
It
end.
it's funny that you say that because when me and JC first started doing this, we I mean, I don't want to speak for him, but for me personally, I didn't know any rappers, you know, like I couldn't name you a
Yeah,
Vegas rapper. But
yeah,
ever since we started doing this and we started engaging in like our actual locals and actually paying attention to what's happening in Vegas, like a lot has changed. We've met so many people like that we've
yeah,
never
Networking,
would have
bro.
ever thought of, you know?
Networking. And then
yeah, yeah,
I remember from like, obviously very early on, we're like, all right, we gotta do this for Vegas and shit. And like that was the whole motive. I remember like I was on top of this one like not it was like a little bridge, and then I saw like how Vegas was all structured. It was like it was summer 2019, and I was like,
yeah.
damn, this it's not popping. Like it is popping, but it's underground. It's not like
Yeah.
it's not there yet. So it's
No one
called
knows. No one
yeah,
knows. You
exactly.
know.
So it's called, and then me being just a big music fan, hip hop fan, I was like, we got to do this. There's a lot of opportunity. We got to do this, man. And then obviously right
Yeah.
now, podcast is one way for content. COVID
Like
19 things messed
like
everything around.
for people who are listening to this and aren't from Vegas, like how I would describe how he said like it's popping but it's underground is like
Uh huh.
so recently like this last couple what was it last year we had a festival right that came and
Yeah.
it was a huge festival. It was like Rolling Loud. It was day in Vegas, you know, and they used
Yeah.
to do that
Hmm.
in Anaheim. But like when they did it in Anaheim and when they do Rolling Loud, they book a lot of when they do it in a big city or in a city that they know is gonna be a lot of people, they'll get a few like local artists and they'll book them.
Hmm.
But for Day in Vegas, like it was fucked up because they didn't book no artists.
No
We had to
locals at
do our
all.
own thing.
Shit.
The locals had to put on their own shit, you know, and try to use the clout from the actual event to get people to go there, you know. And I
The
Yeah.
feel like
after
that's
party.
backwards. Yeah, yeah. And I was there for that, and it was lit, bro. It was cool. There was a lot of artists there. Uh, shout out to Ski and shout out to Puya and Danny Towers and them. They pulled up.
Oh shit,
Uh,
Puya was there too?
they didn't perform nothing, but they pulled up and shit. You know,
No
Oh,
showed
way.
love. You
dope.
know, but like,
Shit.
I just that's what I mean. You know, it's like they should have had. We should have been on that stage. They should have
Yeah,
had.
for
You
sure.
know, somebody. You know, BB Knight, fucking. Fucking anybody, bro. They could have had anybody on that stage. Less
That
of Flame.
yeah,
You
man.
know,
Freaking
but
that's yeah. Day in Vegas when it happened when I first heard the news, Sam, you told me I was like, shit, this never like I never seen this before. Like I seen Rolling Loud and I seen what's the other shit called?
people didn't think it was real.
Exactly,
People were
Yeah,
thinking it was cap. Like it was crazy.
bro.
It
So
sounded make
because
believe
it was so good to be true. Like
yeah, it was really good to be true.
you would never see that lineup anywhere, you know?
in Vegas.
In
Yeah, believe
Yeah.
it
Vegas,
or not, yeah, that was unheard of. That's so
man,
crazy. Yeah.
that's
So,
crazy. That's
but that
crazy.
just shows the growth too, though,
Yeah,
because
Hmm.
the
little
whole reason they even did something like that here is because they obviously seen that there's a huge audience in
Yeah.
this region,
yeah.
you
And
know,
if you
and it's a
if you
good
put
place to
that
do
in
concerts.
if you put that into perspective, being how big obviously that doesn't it's not cheap to get all these big named artists.
Definitely not.
Yeah,
Um
no,
so
not at all.
if they would
I
have
mean, we don't know.
taken
They could
that
be.
if they would have taken that money and all that to just support a little bit of the local scene, you know how big Vegas would be already?
Shit.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
imagine in the little roll the dice stage that we had Vex Child or we had Kiko on there. Like
Oh
Bro.
my God,
instantly,
that would have been crazy.
bro, you know how big that
That's
your
on.
following would be?
Shit.
Yeah, it would grow tremendously.
Yeah,
But
dude.
like I'm saying, but like I'm also saying too, it's like there's levels to that shit. Like we're at a level right now where we're still seen as a consumer, you know, the state,
Yeah.
the people that live here, we're still seen as consumers because we haven't created nothing that has created mass profit, you know, so where we
Hmm.
could be like, oh no, now we're sitting here with these right here. we're sitting here with LA, we're sitting there with New York, we're making all this money, you know, because
Yeah.
a lot of people hear Vegas and they think tourism,
And
and
they
then they
think
think like the
gambling.
strip, and then they
Yup.
think of all those corny motherfuckers that be on the strip freestyling and shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to knock that or nothing. That's lit that they do that, you know. That's keeping a real part of hip hop alive. I'm not knocking it,
Mhm.
but I know the perception of that is like that's kind of lame, you know.
Yeah.
That's not something that rappers or artists do nowadays. It's like now you got to be on Instagram, fucking in a nice car and
With the gold
showing
chain.
ridiculous amounts of money and have
Yup.
outfits on that are like cost the fucking car, you know,
It
crazy
doesn't.
shit,
Yeah.
you
It
know.
takes away the
That's
art,
dope.
man.
Yeah, it
It
takes away from
does.
like the real artists, you know.
Yeah.
But I believe too that like if you're a real artist, like, you know, and you're making great music, I feel like you gotta meet the industry halfway. You gotta work towards
Mm.
what what the demand is, you know, because you can't
Yes,
just be an
sir.
artist with that can adapt, you know. You gotta be able
Right.
to adapt.
Yes,
Because if
sir.
you're just an artist and you're making this hard shit and this music's slapping or whatever and it's good and it's your own shit, it's like you think you believe in it, right? It should go somewhere, you know.
One
That's
hundred
why
percent, man. We
that's
got,
what I believe in.
bro. You were preaching, man. We gotta do this, and best believe, man. Over here at Fire Squad, with the whole COVID-19 quarantine thing, like it does suck that we have to do it like this, but more
Yeah,
content for sure, and then events too, bro. It'll start off small, but best believe, bro. Like once everything settles
Yeah.
down, we'll grow. But
yeah.
so
And,
obviously,
and also too, we just gotta. I feel like this is to all the not the artists, but also artists and like anybody who wants to support the scene. Like just just put a little bit of money up for an artist, you know.
bro,
Spend that little money, go to that concert, support that artist that's
exactly,
like
yeah.
Yeah.
low key, you know, like me, like you guys.
Hmm.
Spend that little bit of money, bro, because that little $5, $15, $20, whatever it is,
Goes
bro,
a
it
long
not
way.
only goes a long way, but
Yeah.
it shows that like people actually care about the artist and the scene, and you know,
That's
and if you're a
true.
dope artist and you know you are, like, make some art, put yourself out there, you know, don't be afraid.
Yeah,
You know, people are gonna fucking say a lot of shit about you and whatever, but like if this is really what you want, you want to be an artist, bro, you gotta like
you got to
not be
do
afraid
it.
to put yourself out there and
Exactly. If you really want
do some
something,
dope
man, you'll
shit.
do anything for it. Like if you really want it, you'll do anything for it. But so obviously, we all
Yeah,
big hip hop music fans. But for you, who
yeah,
were the influences? What put you onto music specifically in the hip hop genre? What was like the first time? Let's go back way back. What was the
damn,
first time when you were like, oh shoot, I'll fuck with this music. This is dope.
bro. I've been listening to hip hop forever. Like that was the first genre I probably ever my ears ever listened to because my dad actually like he's a huge West Coast gangster hip hop,
West
like
Coast,
all that '90s era shit, all that '90s,
Tupac,
early 2000s, the
Easy
golden
E.
era of hip hop. Like
Yep.
that's my dad, you
Mhm.
know.
Mm,
So I grew up listening to a lot of Tupac,
yes.
you know, Bone Thugs, fucking Snoop Dogg,
Snoop
fucking
Dogg,
uh, so many different artists I can't even think of right now. You know, just that
bro.
whole era, that whole the G Funk, all that shit. You know,
Bro,
that's
Nate
that's
Dogg,
what I grew up listening to up until I was about like
Dub C.
probably I'd say yeah, yeah. You know that West Coast gangster
Bro,
shit.
that's
You know, NWA, fucking Dre,
that's how I was put on, man.
Easy
That's
E.
that's
You
the
know, all
best
that
way to
shit.
that's the best way to get put on, bro. Honestly, like if you because that you're
Yeah,
right, that is the golden era. Like you a lot of music today, you listen to it and then you want the single and stuff. You want like the banger, the hit song, the club
yeah.
song. But you go back in the day, if you were put on the golden time of rap and hip hop, West
I
Coast
hated it,
'90s.
bro.
What?
I hated it because like
Oh,
there was no
what?
internet. I didn't have internet. I didn't have like I just had to listen to what my dad would play. Like when
Ah,
he would play it, you know. And
okay.
sometimes he'd play songs I fucking love, dude. He'd play
Mm.
songs I love. Like I remember when my dad played 50 Cent, "Get Rich or Die Trying" the first
Hey.
time. Like, and I heard that every song, I was just like, "Holy fuck, this is awesome!" Like Snoop
Yeah.
Dogg, Doggy Style. I loved every song. You know,
Amazing album.
there's just certain things I listen to I fuck with heavy, and there's he would play some shit that I wouldn't be so like.
What?
You know, he played a lot of Jay Z. I didn't really. I love Jay. You know, Jay's a goat, obviously, but like
Yeah.
at that time, you know, he wasn't what I wanted to listen to. So he's
Mm.
not some. He's an artist that I would. My dad would play, and I'd be like, can you put some Tupac on? You know.
Yeah. And
But
who
even so, like my dad being a huge hip hop head and like loving that shit, he also was appreciative of like other types of music. Like he listened to a lot of System of a Down, a
Mhm.
lot of Nirvana,
Oh
a lot
shit.
of fucking what else? What else do you listen to? Fucking huh? Sublime,
Sublime.
fucking heavy Sublime,
Hey.
Tool, like all that shit too. So just like the good shit. Like I never had to listen to bullshit.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
good.
oldies. My mom listened to oldies like 60s, 80s music, 80s pop. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Prince, shout out Michael Jackson,
Shout out Michael
you know,
Jackson, man. He's a goat. Like, I
for
remember the
real.
first time
Yeah,
I was tapped into him.
So I
Crazy.
never really listened to shitty music, like
Yeah.
trash music. I only listen to good shit. So like
Yeah.
I had a really good ear for music forever, like to
Mm.
now.
Do you feel like
I could
that's a
always just
skill, having an ear for music? Because I
yeah.
100% feel like that totally is. Like, the notes and the patterns and all that. That's some like good music. I told Sam before, and he laughed at me, and I was like, bro, this is the shit. Like, if you hear good music,
Yeah.
you have some type of
Like the
weird
first time
skill.
I listened to Lose Yourself by Eminem, bro,
Oh
that
shit.
shit was like that felt better than like the first time I nutted like with a girl. Like that shit. I remember that more than like the first time uh having sex with a girl. Like that feeling of listening to Lose Yourself by Eminem for the first time, like and
Yeah.
understanding, like being old enough to understand what the fuck he's saying and shit, and like being able to appreciate the art, and then Eminem just laying it on you, fucking incredible. It's
Bro,
crazy,
that's
you know.
that's true. Cause
So that's how I feel about music when I
uh
listen to it. I'm like, you know what
music
I'm
is like
saying? Like I really listen to not
a
just what they're
drug.
saying, but how they feel,
Yeah.
how they say it.
Music is like a
It's very
drug, bro.
important.
Cause like if you listen to music and it changes the way, like, either your mood or something, that's kind of like a drug. You know what
For
I mean?
real. No, no,
It's a
that's
little
real.
bit
That's a
of
dead ass drug.
it's a little bit of the
That's
high. What about today's music? What about like what you tuning? I know you
I
got
fuck
Juice World, right?
fucking love Juice World, bro. That's the
R.I.P.
GOAT.
man,
R.I.P. bro.
R.I.P.
Rest in
The
peace.
day he died, the night before, I had I was staying up late, right? But I was trying to get my sleeping schedule back to normal because I work and shit. Or
Uh-huh.
I had been working at that time. And I was like, I want to get my sleeping schedule back up because I'm tired of being tired and during the day and shit. So
Yeah.
I usually stay up till like 3 a.m., which is when people first started finding out he had passed. But like something told me to go to sleep at like 1:30, and I
Mhm.
was tired, so I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just go to sleep. So I go to sleep, and then like the next day, my sister she wakes me up and she's like, yo, bro, and I'm like half asleep. I'm just like, what? Like what's good? Like she's
Mhm.
like, bro, you're not gonna believe this. This is crazy. And I'm like, what? I'm thinking she's talking about like uh we won $1 million or I'm about to fucking never have to work again some crazy shit. But she's like Juice World is like she's like Juice World's dead. Like he's not he overdosed, and I was like, what the
Damn.
fuck? I'm like, are you serious? Like really? I was like,
Damn.
are you fucking for real? And I just remember I had like this is so lame too.
You know what's
man,
funny, bro?
but
I felt bad for telling you. Like I was like, dude, he's gonna be so
yeah,
fucking
that's my
sad,
sister.
bro.
She was like, she thought, yeah, bro, because and I'm somebody who doesn't just listen to his albums and shit. I'll be listening to like the shit that gets leaked and unreleased, bro. Because honestly, those are the best songs. Because
Yeah.
Yeah.
he just be fucking singing his ass off, rapping about the most fucked up shit, bro. Like,
Bro.
like not feeling anything. It's just real good like music to like not give a fuck to. It's
Bro,
good music to
Yeah,
not give a
yeah.
fuck to.
you know what I just found out the other day
What was
about my
that?
girl's
But
brother? So if you look up Juice World leak songs or whatever on YouTube, and then you just go
yeah,
to you filter it out to be the most recent, bro,
hmm
there's a new fucking Juice World song every hour, bro.
down. I believe it, bro. There's so many songs. There's so
Every
many.
single hour, bro, there's a new Juice World song that gets leaked.
He
But
was just stacking up.
yeah, bro, he's a goat. He's a fucking goat. He's literally
And he was
R.I.P. man.
so
R.I.P.
young. Damn, he has
It's really
so
it's
much.
really sad that we lose somebody that talented, bro. Because he
Yeah.
was gonna do some. He was already doing crazy shit, but he was about to like
I became a
I don't know,
fan of
bro.
Juice WRLD once because I was never like put onto his music until Day in Vegas. I saw him perform and I was like, yo, this motherfucker's like talented.
Damn, you were so late, but I'm
Bro,
so glad
so
you caught
late.
on though. But
No, but what's that's
I had
yeah.
been fucking with Juice World before he blew up. Like I
Oh
heard
shit.
Lucid Dreams because
Uh-huh.
I had been going through a breakup, and literally I heard Lucid Dreams, and it was like, damn, did I fucking write this song? You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
Everything he was saying, I was feeling, to a T. I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, man, this song just speaks to me. And it was like around the time he did the video with Cole Bennett, the first one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Everybody was on his dick about that song, but I didn't like that song. I don't really like that song, to be honest.
Mm,
Like
man,
it's okay,
R.I.P.
it's not that good. It's not his best. But like
R.I.P.
Lucid
Juice.
Dreams though, that song, bro. When I heard that shit, I was like, fuck, man. Like he don't miss,
You felt
Like he did not
connection.
miss in that song at all.
You
Yeah.
felt
And I think
connection,
that's why
man.
so many people fucked with it. Because if you ever went through a breakup where you felt like you got fucked over in the relationship, you fucking feel that song. And that's a
Mhm.
lot of people, bro. It's a lot of fucking people.
It
A lot of
is.
Did you,
girls, a lot of guys.
did you ever get
So
to see him perform live?
nah, I never. I'm fucking poor, dude. So like, I'm not poor. Let me not say it. I'm not poor. I don't have like money to do the extras. A lot of the
Yeah.
extras money that I have, I've used it to put into my craft, like
There you
into
Yeah.
go.
my music, because I really believe that like I could do something with it.
Yeah.
I'm willing to sacrifice all those experiences so that later in life I'll get the shit that I want.
Mhm.
Yup.
That's something that
Yup.
I was taught at a very young age.
That's good.
Sacrifices,
Sacrificing, man. Sacrifice is very
sacrifices. That's
important.
the shit. I'm on a podcast.
Yup.
Sacrifices. So like that's something that stuck with me. Now even when I think, I'm like, I still think about it. I'm like, why don't I do certain things? Why am I not doing a lot of shit? One, I don't enjoy it, and two, it's like I'd rather use this money to fucking go to the studio or
Yeah.
film a music video or get a fucking Uber to somebody or some shit. Like
Hmm.
just I don't know.
That's what you
I
gotta
feel
do,
like
man.
I'm in the industry. I'm an artist, so I can't be paying for shit like that. I have to, I'll eventually get to a point where I'll be doing my own shows. I'll
Yeah.
be
Yup.
doing my own shit. I'll be too busy to even like think about doing that.
And then
You'll
when
be making
Not
those
that I wouldn't want.
memories for the people.
Yeah,
boom.
because I've been to concerts and I'm just like low key. I'll be getting kind of like envious. I'm like, man, I want to be on the stage.
Yeah.
Mm.
I always think that I'm like, why am I not on the stage? Like
Hey
I could
man,
do what
but
he's doing.
best believe, bro,
Probably better.
once this whole quarantine thing's over, man, you're definitely invited to, our events to perform. Because
Yeah, bro, I'm pulling up.
we'll obviously get into more details and all that, but definitely Vex Child invited. But really
Yep.
quick, oh
Oh, by the
shit,
way,
what's up?
I
What's
got a
up?
song out everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify,
Oh yeah,
YouTube, everything.
we'll play it right
Oh
now.
yeah, it's called Up.
Up, yeah,
Just
yep,
Up. UP
that's the one.
exclamation mark.
Yep.
Yep.
All right, so hold on. So
Shit is
right now we about to do a quick game of rapid fire. This is our 6th installment, and then right after we'll get to Up. We'll play
okay.
for our outro
For sure. Y'all go fuck with that.
because let me see. Zoom just told me we got 8 minutes and 36 seconds remaining, which is
All right,
ass.
bet.
But
Perfect.
let's get into this rapid fire. Sam, you want to give a quick explanation?
Yes, sir. So we're just gonna ask you a series of questions. You're gonna answer them
Bet.
as fast as you can, whatever comes into your mind first. And it's pretty much it. If you got something interesting, we probably will talk about it. But
All right, for sure. Yeah, we'll keep it
off
quick.
the dome,
Got you.
bro. Off the dome. All right, Sam, start us off.
All right.
who was your first celebrity crush?
Oh fuck. Jennifer Lawrence, J Law.
Ooh. Top 3. No,
Fire.
one artist you can make a song with, dead or alive.
Top 3 artists: Juice World, Dash, DH Dollar Sign. That's Dash, and fucking Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson. I love that. Love that.
Favorite super or what superpower would you like?
Ooh, to be invisible.
Shit. Hey, what's it called? What is it called? Bread cut? No. Crust? I don't know. Is it crust? Crust on the bread? See or no?
Oh, on your sandwich?
On sandwich. There you go. Yeah.
Shit. I mean, honestly, it don't matter to me. If a bitch gave me something with the crust cut off, I'd look at her funny, like, what the fuck? But that doesn't mean I prefer the crust. Like, I still would eat that shit, like, no cap. But I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna just go. I don't care. Like, fuck it. Whatever. I'm hungry.
In the least amount of words, what's your opinion on 6ix9ine?
Shit.
Bro, sometimes when I think about it, it makes me sad, bro, because he was like the first Latin Hispanic rapper that was fucking like going crazy, you know?
Mm.
And he had to go and do that snitch ass shit, bro, that I cannot fuck with. I cannot fuck with that, bro. Cause like, bro, it's just not right. Snitching is just not right, bro. If you have if you're an older sibling and you have a younger sibling, you should not fuck with snitches. Cause when your younger sibling snitch on you, that shit, bro, you be wanting to kill them, bro. Oh, I get it. So like, bro, fuck snitches. You don't gotta be a gangster or a gang member to feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the streets and fucking with the wrong people or whatever, selling drugs and whatever the fuck it is you do. You don't gotta do that to understand that a snitch is a fucking person you should not involve yourself with because you literally cannot trust them, bro.
You
So
can't.
got
For
Nipsey
nothing.
killed.
For real. Fucking RIP Nip, bro.
RIP.
Shout out 1920. That's the studio I go to record. And the studio, right next to the booth, is a fucking picture of Nip, bro. Look at him every time I'm about to record.
Nipsey Hussle, man.
Shout out to Nip, bro. RIP.
Well, thank
Marathon
everybody for tuning in
continues.
to that quick edition of Rapid Fire. Right now, we about to play Up, Vex Child.
Oh yeah.
Everybody tune
Everybody
in.
go get that shit.
Yes, sir. Streaming.
All streaming platforms.
And we about to get
Follow
into
me on
it.
the gram. Vex Child. VXCHILD. Send me a DM of what you thought of me in this fucking podcast. Or go listen to this song and then send me a DM if you fuck with it or not. And if you don't fuck with it, I'll send you a DM of my dick so you can suck it.
Love it, man. Ooh.
Let's let it.
Bro.
Like that shit.
Okay. Yeah. Oh shit. Oh. All this lean, I must be dreaming. All these bitches in cuffing season. Choose one clean and she a diva. Pick one more and she a eater. 2 plus me, we like Adidas. On my side, they never see us. Close your eyes and hold my penis. I'm not from here, born in Venus. Hoes like rats cause they be cheesing. Might sound crazy what I'm dreaming. Not Lil Peep, but I be scheming. Hard for me to talk to Jesus. With my dick inside a demon. What the fuck do he be thinking? Off the cush, I'm such a genius. Bitch, show you tush without no scream. Here to stay, don't plan on leaving. Count the racks while Kiko fiend. Talking shit might leave him bleeding. Chopper tucked up in the ceiling. Mama beat my ass for stealing. 5 came, ain't do no telling. 100K to fix my feeling. I live life like I'm the villain. Going up, I'm a villain. Going up. It's never enough. Going up. And it's never enough. Go up. They gon' stop in the run. Fuck grabbing the chopper, I'm grabbing my sword. Cutting them up, send them back to the morgue. The skin on the pussy, I'm making it sore. Get away quicker cause I have my board. The love is so fake that it shocks to my core. Leaving me hanging, what was this all for? Now buying your bullshit, you getting ignored. See that I'm heavy even though that I'm bored. These bitches is nasty, not touching you hard. Don't have a whip yet, I cannot afford. Chill out a kickback, I kick in the door. What was this all for? What the fuck?
MTN, bitch. Money the
fire,
movement.
Booming, man. Booming.
Making the music.
Hey, man. Well, we
Thank you,
appreciate
thank
you
you.
hopping on, man. You know, and we definitely got to link up. And then it's just not going to be podcast content, bro. Once we get the studio back up, or once we are allowed to
Bro, you get the
in.
studio back up, I'll pull up and do a whole fucking hour freestyle, just like Juice WRLD.
Exactly.
I'll
what we
fucking
need,
come
bro.
in
Bro,
with
we
some
got
crazy shit.
We got some freestyles, like projects on the way. We got some what was this acapella stuff, bro? It's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah,
We got
bro, I'll go
ciphers in
crazy
the
on it.
works,
Ciphers, ooh, it's gonna be crazy.
Yeah, you gotta hit me up for that too. I'll come in there.
Best
Well,
believe, man.
MTM, all of us, and we'll
The
still
whole
fucking
MTM
cipher
movement.
for you.
TM, man.
Yeah.
But
Shout
right
out
now,
Lil Swoosh.
we
Shout
have-
out fucking Almighty Kiko.
Almighty
You know, that's
Kiko,
my brother
man.
right there. Shout out
Yeah.
Lil Bray Shotty. Shout out Big Mo. Shout out DDB Rico. Shout out motherfucking 30. Big 30s, motherfucking Lil Drip Flex. He should be
Hey.
Big Drip Flex because he be flexing so goddamn much. Shit looking ridiculous, bro. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to go check his gram at 30 underscore drip underscore flex. That shit is crazy, bro. You will not believe your eyes. Same with Almighty Kiko. You will not believe your eyes, bro. You will go on there and be fucking speechless. Go check those Instagrams out.
Check them out.
For
Check
real.
them out. Hey man, but love the energy and the passion is definitely there, man. Keep on doing you,
Yeah,
bro.
bro. I'm gonna
We
be
got
here for the long run.
yes, sir. Yes,
I'm gonna
sir.
be 40 years old doing this shit.
Hey, there we go. That's it. That's the mindset right there. That's good because I always tell everybody when like my family and people close to me, they're like, "Hey man, like how long you want? Like until you put in or whatever." I was like, "I'm gonna be doing this shit forever. I don't give a fuck. Like I'm gonna make sure it grows." But
Yes,
right now we
bro.
are at
Yes.
the 1 minute mark. So really quick, Vexchild, where can the people find you on social media and on audio platforms?
Ooh, on everything. I'm Vex Child, Vexchild. That's on everything. You can look me up on Instagram, on motherfucking Facebook, Twitter. My Twitter is actually at Preteen Molly. It's my old app, but you can find me on Twitter at Preteen Molly. Don't follow me on there. I'm stupid. On every streaming platform you could fucking imagine. Don't matter where you're at, you could listen to me. Just look up Vexchild. That's Vex Child. That shit's on everything, literally. Fucking, you don't believe me? Go on fucking every streaming platform and search that shit and see if you don't find my song. I fucking dare one of you. If one of you can find me on if one of you don't find me on a streaming platform, I'll DM me the proof and I'll give you a fucking $100.
Hey.
Swear to God, you're
Love
not finding
man.
it.
Oh, love it. Boy,
I'm on everything.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the Firesquad podcast. Make sure to follow us on all social media platforms at Firesquad Brand, all audio platforms at Firesquad